right, man. Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. All right, so there's an incident that happened around here, racial incident, and I'm gonna give my take on it. Before I get to that, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the page. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the content. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. YouTube is not paying me, so I do what I want. Okay. Before I get into it, I'm gonna play the clip, and I'm gonna let y'all hear a piece of it. And it was on the news. And then I'm gonna explain how I feel about it and what I think about this whole thing. All right, so here we go.
This is called common property.
I don't care.
Okay, well, if you don't care,
walk away.
Learn your laws.
Walk away.
It's not Africa.
Oh, this is Africa.
It's not Solomon or wherever you were.
I was born in America.
In Burlington County, outrage after a man yelled racial slurs at his neighbor and made some disparaging comments. And Kelly Rule is live in Mount Laurel because the community really responded, and also giving an update on where he is now.
Yeah, Alex, obviously a lot of people saw that video, and it is incredibly disturbing. That's what sparked the protest yesterday. People showed up to make sure this was taken seriously and that man in that video did get arrested. And that was what happened last night. And police, Mount Laurel police, have been here ever since just to keep an eye on the neighborhood. Again, the man in that video is Edward Cagney Matthews. The video was recorded just before 8 o'clock Friday night. That night, police say Matthews was charged with harassment and bias intimidation, but he was not initially arrested. He was given a summons to appear before a judge in the future. Then last night, after at least 150 protesters spent the day in the neighborhood, again calling on this to be taken more seriously, Mount Laurel police took Matthews into custody, saying new evidence came to light from the video, which did show him spit on the victim. And the Burlington County prosecutor says Matthews did spend the night in jail. Now, as a side note, police said there will be follow-up on the property damage in the neighborhood and against those who pepper sprayed and threw bottles at officers. They do say that was only a small group. The majority of this group was very peaceful and rightfully upset, many showing up again after simply seeing the disturbing video.
It's detestable. It was just really disgusting, and I felt like something needed to be done as I was listening and watching the video. In the comments, you were seeing other incidences that this guy was involved in. And, people are petrified of him out here.
And the protesters had every right to be upset about that because this is despicable conduct. We won't tolerate it. We brought these additional charges based on additional evidence, and we will prosecute this man to the fullest of the law.
And Matthews is expected to appear in front of a judge on those latest charges in a few days. We are told that includes an assault charge and additional bias intimidation charges. Mike and Alex.
Wow. All right, Kelly, thanks.
Torture Talk. All right, man. A lot to say on this. All right, so I want to let me just address the elephant in the room first. So I noticed that I seen a lot of protesters out there, and I want to talk about him first, then I'm going to talk about the protest, and then I want to speak on how I feel about the whole situation. So this type of person is disgusting. You get a white man who knows that this country is on the edge of racial unrest, you should say. Just a bunch of people who really feel like, and you have a lot of politicians who is pushing this narrative that America and the white man is this tyrannical government who is controlling this, and white privilege exists, and there's systemic racism, and you still know that this is going on, but yet and still you say some of these the most disturbing and disgusting things that I ever seen a person say. This is the type of stuff that I be talking about when it comes to certain white people in America. They're proving people's point. Not all of them, but a good percentage of them are proving people's point by basically doing exactly what they're saying. So see, I told you. See. I told you. See? And this is where the protesters come in at. Now see, it's two sides to protesting to me. One is everybody wants to feel like they're the hero of a situation. And this is nothing against the protesters that happened, that just up in Mount Laurel or wherever it was at, Burlington County, whatever county it was at. This is nothing against them. But hear me out. See, my biggest problem with protesting and protesters is they always go off of things that make them feel a certain way. A good percentage of protesters never go off of facts, and they just go off of what they see. Now, we all seen this guy. It went viral. We all seen it. But we also see other things that is very much damaging to the black community. But they don't protest that. And if they do, we don't see it. I don't see why people don't understand why that's a problem. I don't care about a white man in Mount Laurel who doesn't like me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if his whole family don't like me. What I care about is young black men killing each other. That's the most important thing that we should be protesting. That's what you should be protesting. Who gives a fuck that this guy said these things? Who cares? The dude that was there, he should have knocked his ass out. Simple as that. Now, again, don't mistaken what I'm saying as me defending that behavior, because I'm not. I'm saying that what's more important right now is us arguing with white people that we know is racist. You're never gonna change that man. He's gonna, you know what he's gonna do? He's probably talking to somebody on the phone right now saying he don't like, yeah, oh, you seen all them niggas outside my house? I don't like them. Why are we trying to convince people who clearly don't like you to like you or even respect you? Who cares? Who cares? Again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have protest, but I'm saying all this energy needs to go into protesting what really matters. What really matters is black on black crime. I don't care if people say, oh, well, it's different. It's listen, that is what should be protested. We should be protesting that, not protesting some garbage white man who clearly don't like black people. And no matter what you do or say, he's never gonna like. You can wave all the Black Lives Matter flags you want. It's never gonna matter to him. But what we can do is change what's going on in the communities. I think that to me is more important than protesting. Now, you could protest that. That's cool. You can do what you want. But for me, that's the most important part. So, like I said, man, it's very, we live in a very divisive time, and the politicians ain't helping. All these, listen, I just want to explain something to y'all. I want y'all to understand. These politicians don't care about you. They don't. They care about their money. They don't. They will never give up their position to put you where they're at. Never. They'll always just virtue signal because they want you to stay where you're at. That's it. Nobody wants nobody to get along. My thing is, if you hate America so much, then why are you still here? That's my thing. Like, everybody that says they hate America, America's not holding you here. You can literally leave. You can literally go back to where you want to go. If you say you from wherever, you can go. If you follow your lineage back, you can go wherever you want. You can literally do that. So when people say that they hate America, I hate this, I hate that, I laugh, because you really don't know about the rest of the world. Because if you did and you knew certain countries, if you say that you hate the country, you're dead. Period. America is such a beautiful place that you have the right to speak. You can say that you don't like the president. You can say that you love the president. There's always two sides to the story when it comes to America. And that's why I think, me personally, that America is great. Because you have two sides. Whether you agree with Republicans, whether you agree with Democrats, whether you disagree with whoever, there's always sides, fighting sides to help you. And you can choose. In other countries, you can't choose. It's just, it is what it is. That's it. But that was disgusting. He should have never did that. And I think that he should be prosecuted. You know? I mean, now, him saying what he said, he has the right to say what he wants. You know, it is what it is. But they said that he assaulted the guy. So I think that he shouldn't be putting his hands on nobody. Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. You know what it is.